built, and the power that is within all of us. But you put it so like I can't tell you how because you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. You just make the pancakes, kiss the girl, kiss the kids. Man, live the great life. I don't feel empty. So call it what you want. There's not one empty bum.
I'd like to take a quick break and thank our sponsor, Inside Tracker. Inside Tracker is a personalized nutrition platform.
A puddle of my own tears and my own misery is hard.
You know why people connect with my book so well? For some reason, God put me in a nation to be somebody better than who you are. And if you want to live with that, also that. And you can't put your clothes on, right? You need help with that. You need help like when I was training, I need help wiping my ass. That makes you feel good. Nothing I can say to you. If every day you wake up with this, people like horror films. So I don't say much to them. I say exactly what I say to you, right there. Because I was once you. I didn't like horror films, so I changed it. Some people are just, they become a bit better. But to lose the weight you have to lose, my friend, sorry, it's going to suck every fucking day. Because when you're 300 pounds, you're going to go out. If you're not strong mentally, and you have no willpower, there's no dopamine in there. At 300 pounds, you got nothing. Your hormones are shot. And you have to create it. It has to be false. You have to create a false reality to live in that, just to get to work on yourself.
So far, last 13 years, it's been no movement.
Pack up all our stuff, and then we'll get out of there.
Did you have to be paid for this?
I get about I think so didn't know that I'm actually successful. Whenever something got tough for me, David Goggins, the real David Goggins, would come out and he would quit. So I realized this over a period of time. So I had to build Goggins. And in that process, I had to go back to that mental lab. And that mental lab is at scratch. That mental lab is in that trained humility. And so that's where I get better. I get better when I'm digging holes in the ground. That's where I get better.
So it's important to stay.
It's important more to stay humble within that hunger. So while you're hungry, a lot of people are hungry, but humility is everything.
What was that story about William Crawford, the janitor?
Yeah. So this guy won the Medal of Honor. So he won the Medal of Honor. Don't judge people. And this guy right here judging that, unless you've been there and done that, and you really can't speak about it unless you're in those situations that are so hard that takes a special human being to get through them.
I think it's the same kind of feeling that I get when I heard about Elon Musk telling the employees at Twitter, we're going to ask you to work harder than you've ever worked in your life.
Yeah.
This is a place, Twitter is now a company where people can go if they want to be in the top 0.0001% of hardworking programmers and software developers on the planet.
That's right.
And everybody was up in arms. This is unbelievable. We're going back to this old version.
Is that even some of the most trained people in the world fall back on that. It's easy to talk about. Like I said, when you go through it once, it's a perishable skill. Hardness, mental hardening, mental toughness, it's a perishable skill. Just because you went through some training once and you got through it, doesn't mean it lasts fucking forever. And that's where most people hated me in my life, because I realized it.
Because you hadn't completed the official route, you couldn't go across the official finish line. So you ring your race aces, so you couldn't have gone home.
Yeah.
What do you think? It's
So
3 in the morning and you're ringing people saying, no, that race that we just finished because of health problems.
Right.
We go back and finish it.
So the crazy about that, and that city rock. So I got Boston for I got serious physically sick. It was off course. So basically, I bed down for about 12 hours. Then I got back several times during this race. So this race took me 100 and some hours. Okay? And this is what people don't get. For you to finish that race, even though I DNF, I still finished in the time. So there's a lot of pride in that. If you're 100 and some odd hours, let me in that 1 second. And there's a bigger process to all this. In that 1 second, I physically stayed in that water. Because if I get out of the water, I quit. So I physically stay in the water, but mentally, I'm on the fucking beach with the fucking instructor. And the instructors, it's cold outside, so they got these parkas on. They got their cup of fucking Joe. And they're warm because they've already been through it. So now it's your turn to go through it. So immediately I get back with them. I'm still in the water, physically, but immediately I'm back with them, I'm chilling. I got my parka on. And now I'm thinking logically, because I'm warm now. Mentally, I'm warm. I'm taking that 1 second. Let's not quit yet, guys. Let's fucking think about your options. Where are you going to end up if you quit this shit? Where are you going to go? What are you going to say to yourself? Because you know you're going to get warm. The second you get out of this water, you can take a shower, and you can be warm. And you could be, and in 5 days, you could be out. So I start thinking logically. I calm my brain down because your brain just wants to get the fuck out. Ring the bell, put your helmet on, get warm, and then you really fuck. And these
Is shame, guilt,
right.
and regret long term.
That's right.
So what you need to be able to do is bundle all of that up that is as yet unfelt, but will last for way, way, way longer. You know, the future is much longer than now.
That's right.
The future is going to extend out up until the day that you die, and the now is just for now. And even 130 hours is just 130 hours.
That's right.
And you get to look back, and do you look back with pride and glory, or do you look back with shame and guilt?
That's it. That's the 1 second. You just summarized it right there. And most people fail those 1 seconds. And then that 1 second leads to 20 years. People don't get it, man. When you get raw like that, bro, and you're walking, because the chafing of my ass, it was hamburger meat. And I'm like, so she's all fucking happy and shit. And I just look at her, and I'm gonna put the video up on social media because but she's a fucking trooper, bro.
Hang on, so was there leakage
Oh yeah.
that was on the video from behind?
So my shorts were absolutely raw dog. Yeah. That far. This 2019 finished, that's up there. But when you are so I guess you're not prepared to run 100 miles and you take it for granted and you didn't do any training at all and you had the right nutrition and off a whim, like literally like, you know what, I want to raise money for a foundation. And that's how that happened. So I don't know if you know the story or not, but basically I'm sitting there and the lone survivor incident happened where a bunch of, some SEALs died and raised money for them. I went to training with most of these guys. So I had the bright idea to